Show don't tell. When is too much? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. We're going to talk about three things here. One, that piece of feedback might have just been wrong. Just because somebody said it out loud does not mean that it is true, does not mean that they are ever right, does not mean that they are right about your work. So we can pause and just take a moment and realize that that feedback might have just been incorrect. Two, more specifically, it might have been incorrect in the fact that they were correct about what they were identifying in their feelings as a reader, but they were not correct in identifying what the root cause of that was. So, in the case of there's too much showing on the page, what is probably happening is this reader is looking at this character and being like, she is doing a lot of showing, but I cannot connect to her emotions. I don't understand why she's behaving the way that she's behaving. It feels really inconsistent. And they will chalk that up to there being too much showing. And they want you to just tell me what she's feeling because I'm not understanding her. But the real problem is the I'm not understanding her. And so this character probably has not been drawn in a consistent way. And this is something that is like behind the scenes that the author needs to work on that isn't going to explicitly be on the page, but is going to shine through once that author gets to know that character better. And then lastly, yeah, you could be showing too much. That is a possibility. So this is much more likely as we move through the stories. So early on, we want to do a lot more showing. It takes a lot more words. It helps us to get to know your character more fully. It helps us be more immersed and more grounded in the story. But as the story accelerates towards a resolution, those extra words and that extra immersion can start to feel like we're bogging the story down a little bit. And so you might be doing too much showing. Sometimes you do need to tell. Sometimes you need to cut to the chase. Sometimes you're going to skip over it entirely because we know your character so well by this point that we don't need you to dig into those emotions anymore. So is it possible that you were showing too much? Yeah, but I would look at those other things first and make sure that this feedback is pointed in the right direction and that that person actually knew what they were talking about.